So you're ready to buy a house, but how do you figure out how much you can afford? Well, today on MortgageWorks, we're going to talk about the 4 simple steps that you can take to determine how much home you can qualify for or not qualify for. Welcome back to MortgageWorks. I'm Alvarez, where we have the answers and they're on the house. You're ready to buy a house, but you may want to develop your own notion about how much you can afford. You don't want to get out there and start looking for a home that may be out of your price range. At the same time, you want to make sure that you're buying a home that's going to suit your needs. And to do this, I'm going to show you 4 simple steps. First thing to determine is what your income is. Now that should be fairly simple for some people. If you're on a salary, you know what your gross salary is. If you're on an hourly rate, you should be able to determine how much your monthly income is based on how many hours per week you work. If you have variable income components, that's a little tricky because there are some rules in terms of how that income is going to be calculated. But that is the first step. Figure out what your monthly income is from your job or other acceptable sources such as Social Security, retirement income, and so forth. The second thing to determine is what's your consumer monthly debt obligations. And by that I mean primarily credit cards, installment loans, car loans, student loans, things of that nature. We don't count things like your cell phone bill or utilities and those kinds of expenses. And the third step is, what's the monthly mortgage expense going to be for the home you want to buy? Well, you may not really know that answer yet, but what you think you know, and you should know, is what the monthly amount is that you're going to be comfortable with. So you want to use that figure as part of these 4 steps. Now the 4th step is we're going to calculate a ratio, a debt ratio. So what do? You take your monthly consumer debt obligations from, again, your credit cards, your car payments, your installment loans. You add to that the monthly housing expense that you are comfortable with. That's going to include principal and interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and HOA dues if applicable. So you're going to take that monthly housing expense you're comfortable with, add your monthly consumer debt obligations, divide that into your monthly income, and you're going to come up with a result, a ratio. If that total debt ratio is somewhere between 33 to 38%, you would be deemed well qualified, and that mortgage payment that you desire should be comfortable for you, at least on paper. But that's where we can come in, because we can, after you've determined those general parameters to help you get started on the process, we can help you fine-tune that and get more specific as to maximum loan amount, purchase price, so that you're better equipped to go out there and in a well-informed way, go after houses and make offers at a price level you're going to be comfortable with and that we've helped you determine you can qualify for. Now, after giving you these 4 steps so that you can, on your own, calculate in a rudimentary way how much you can qualify for, the big question is that monthly housing expense that you determine you're comfortable with, is that realistic? Well, that's where we can come in. Our information's here on the screen. Give us a call. Our job will be to break down that monthly housing expense figure that you say you're comfortable with and translate that into an actual specific loan amount that you would be qualified for. That, of course, will also determine what the maximum purchase price is that you can go after. So give us a call. We're happy to help. We do this every day. That's MortgageWorks. I'm Alvarez, where we have the answers and they're on the house.